How's our pacing, Keandre?
We are.
Welcome AHS 2022 Valedictorian Ali Chang for a solo dance performance.
Loving can hurt. Loving can hurt sometimes, but it's the only thing that I know. And when it gets hard, you know it can get hard sometimes. It is the only thing that makes us feel alive. We keep this love in a photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped jeans, holding me closer till our eyes meet. You won't ever be alone. Wait for me to come home.
Salutatorian and Valedictorian are chosen not only for their academic achievements, but also excellence in at least 2 of the 5 following categories: athletics, the arts, community service, extracurricular academic competitions, and for internships and other community or work-based learning experience. I am honored to introduce our Valedictorian, Ali.
I have always loved stories. Hearing stories, creating stories, telling stories. Growing up, I immersed myself in Disney fairy tales and Harry Potter fantasies. For example, I was 6 when I watched Toy Story 3. It was the first story that touched me so powerfully and deeply that I was moved to tears. I also grew up listening to the stories of my Taiwanese immigrant grandparents. I especially love my grandmother's story of how she learned Spanish from Mexican customers at her tiny food stand in Southern California. She still delights in repeating their praise. Estos tacos son mejores que los de mi esposa. You make tacos better than my wife. Our lives are woven together by stories. From the moment we stepped into Albany High as wide-eyed freshmen, calculating how to weigh PE, and being paired with questionable forum group members. Some of us revealed daily internal debates over whether to drop honors math 1-2, and laughed together about the moment of shock when we learned that our class color was the splendidly vibrant shade of tangerine orange. Today, I'd like to share a recent chapter in my story. Last spring, my doctor told me that I needed spine surgery. 2 metal plates would be drilled in my back to permanently hold 9 inches of my spine in place. Recovery would take 6 to 12 months. But the first post-surgery challenge was here at Albany High. My surgery took place 8 days into senior year, causing me to miss 4 weeks of school. When my teachers, friends, and classmates heard about my predicament, they all went out of their way to show care for me, helping me readjust to my new situation. A teacher I've had for 3 years, Mr. Becker, stepped up to be my home hospital instructor. He was so patient in those early weeks when I could barely sit at a desk for 10 minutes before needing to lie down again. His care, and everyone else's, meant so much to me. I learned that when our life stories encounter that unexpected plot twist, that's usually what teaches us resilience. We can then move forward with the love and support of the people around us. Speaking of love and support, my spine surgery story is part of a bigger story, one of gratitude. We have all been blessed by an incredible network of parents, teachers, mentors, and friends who have inspired us and impacted our stories. Through their kindness, wisdom, and investment in us, we have grown as critical thinkers and as human beings. Everyone here today, young or old, has a unique story. For those of us graduating, we have an exciting opportunity to write the next chapter of our lives, whether that involves spending the next year abroad, starting a new job, or heading straight to college, maybe on the East Coast or right in our backyard at Cal. I hope that my stories have sparked your own memories. Think of your own stories, the fun ones, the sad ones, some that you're proud to share, and some embarrassing tales that your friends will never let you live down. Other stories are more private. Decades may pass before they are told, though maybe our future audience, our next generation, will chuckle. Perhaps they will gasp in shock at the kids we used to be and the choices we made, sometimes without thinking, as teenagers. They might even be proud of us for taking stands against injustice and hatred and violence, even when we were just kids. To my fellow graduates of the class of 2022, I challenge each of you to live in a way so that you will have worthy stories to tell about how you've positively impacted our world, just as you have made a difference in my life during our 4 years together. I'm really proud to share my story of being from Albany. Thank you to each of you for being such a special part of my story. I can't wait to see what our future chapters will hold. Thank you.
Ali Chung.